Alright, let's try it. Cyborg, difficulty 10. Let's see. I'm going to read the situation first. So it seems like we are moving to the next objective. I'm going to get my recoilless rifle out as soon as I can. I'm not activating the launch pad yet because there's so many enemies here. Okay.
Equipment on its way.
We want to kill the patrols. Oh. I did not actually reload my recoilless in time, but we do have an emplacement. Seems no one else has a support kit. The emplacement did not waste any rounds on those abominations, those white characters. We do have a tank over there, but it's not threatening, so I'm not going to shoot it. The tank is just sitting there. If we kill that tank, another one will spawn. And if it's not threatening, we might as well not kill it.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
Gotta get those patrols quick.
Firing for effect.
We should be able to extract now. I actually could have sworn we killed them all before they sounded the alarm. But as long as we're still moving toward the extraction, we should be in a better position.
Extraction confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
I can also throw a incendiary bomb here just to break up the fight a little bit. There's a tank here.
Equipment on its way.
I do have to reload my recoilless rifle at some point. It's a shame no one else has a support kit. In fact, what I think I'm going to do instead is just call in my emplacement.
Equipment on its way. Request accepted.
I'm going to get on the emplacement as soon as I can. To kill this tank.
Squad incoming. Hold out. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds.
My emplacement might actually blow up from this. It's not looking too good. Keep killing tanks though. Should all be able to get on.
Engaging target area.
The emplacement really is effective in higher difficulties, especially when you're defending or extracting. One shot kills anything, so it's a nice thing to have. Everyone was also moving from objective to objective, so they did a nice job. Not wasting too much time. Realizing that you can't fight everything all the time.
Sir.
I'm not sure who else is playing, but I'll stay if he picks another planet here. I guess he's not going to. I'm not sure what's happening.
Finally.
Okay, so he's not, or he is? Which is it? Which is it?
Let's move!
I don't even think he knows what he wants to... Okay, so apparently it took him about a whole minute to figure out if he wanted to play again or not. So let's go to... I guess we'll do a retaliatory strike. Difficulty 6 bugs. So what does that tell me? Well, it's a retaliatory strike, so it's an arena. It's a small arena. Our movement speed is limited. So I don't want to also have a stratagem that limits our movement even more. That wouldn't make sense. So I would want something that gives me some mobility. Like, I like one-handed weapons. I know I say that a number of times in my recordings. I could do an emplacement. Let's do the Avenger ammo box, and then maybe I'll do another ammo box, or actually I'll do a healing, angel.
Supplies incoming.
Okay. So it looks like most of this is not snow.
Equipment on its way.
Try not to shoot your friends. He has no rockets left in his exosuit, so...
Supplies incoming.
I do have a rumbler, but no one's using it. So instead of calling in the
Equipment on its way.
emplacement, I'm just going to use the Avenger and see what kind of results I get from it. It seems we have some anti-tank from the exosuits. Well, the one's out of rockets entirely, but we do have another one now with anti-tank cannon. So I'm just gonna shoot as accurately as I can here, and not waste too much ammo. So we did lose that exosuit early because the person shot way too close to it. You're not supposed to use the cannon when the enemy is up against you like that. Always watch out for falling players. I can't. Someone has to call him in. My reinforce is on cooldown. This one tank bug should be dead soon. And this other tank bug should be dead soon. We should finish them off. Just trying to get him with the Toxic Avenger. We have a lot of tank bugs coming in here, but we are taking them out.
Engaging target area.
Reloading!
Extraction confirmed. Incoming fire. ETA T minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Angels are really helping out.
T minus 1 minute.
Taste of freedom!
He shouldn't be wasting his rockets on anything and only be shooting tank bugs with the rockets. He only has 8, so he needs to be a little bit smarter with those. A rumbler in a retaliatory strike is a little dangerous, especially with 4 players.
T minus 30 seconds. ETA T minus 15 seconds. ETA T minus 10 seconds. T minus 5 seconds.
Tight spot. Okay. Little tight spot there. Oh no. I actually thought he was able to get on the shuttle, but he jumped over it instead. That's a shame.
5 seconds.
I don't even think he had to jump over it. Oh my god. Wow. I'm gonna have to watch this again, that segment there. I think he made a huge mistake just jumping for no reason like that. I'm pretty sure we all could have gotten on the shuttle on the same side. But that player decided to just... I don't know if it was for the fun of it, or if he was trying to get on top of the shuttle. I know some players like to just jump back on top of the shuttle, which really doesn't serve any benefit. But, I'm not really sure what the rationale was behind jump packing to the other side of the shuttle, so I'm going to have to take a look at that in this recording. They could have just been doing it for fun or just felt like jumping around or trying to get on top of the shuttle. But they did not get on the shuttle because of that. I actually thought that one player was going to block the side of the shuttle entirely with the exosuit, but thankfully I was able to get around it. You don't want to block the entrance to the shuttle with anything. It doesn't make sense because then your friends can't get on. It's pretty simple reasoning there.
Outboard launch sequence initiated. Crew to stations. I repeat, crew to stations.
Okay, so we need to deliver a black box, find ordnance, and do a little convoy escorting. All-terrain boots for the snow, one-handed weapon for carrying the black box, and also because I just like them. I should be able to kill the bug patrols in time with a one-handed weapon. We are doing an escort, so maybe instead of the Angel, I'll do a guard dog. And then I still need some kind of anti-tank. I guess I'm actually going to keep this. I'll just give myself mines instead. We're not really defending anything, so the emplacement I decided was, at the last second, was a little wrong. But then, of course, I picked another defensive stratagem with the mines. But you know what? The mines will still be useful anyway in extraction. You could say the same thing for the emplacement, but the mines should be fine. Okay. All right.
Equipment
So
on
we're
its way. Equipment on its way.
calling in some
Dropping
things here.
equipment on its way. Dropping equipment. Stand by. Equipment on its way.
Did not see that patrol up there. Not sure why he killed his friend like that. I don't know if the enemy died just as he was shooting. Also, I feel like that gun's terrible and against like everyone. Maybe except for the Illuminates, but I'm not sure what is happening here. You have to call them in because my reinforce is on cooldown. My reinforce is on cooldown, you have to call them in. Or it was, okay. I guess I'll just do it.
Request acknowledged.
So because I called in the sniffer, I don't have my anti-tank, and I see no one else decided to bring anti-tank or call in anti-tank either. So with that, now we're having tank bug trouble, and it's so early in the game here.
Reload! Let him have it.
So it should die. There we go, we did it. Grenades don't hurt tank bugs except if you hit them in the back. Well, that particular tank bug has to be hit in the back. The Impaler, you have to wait for it to actually open up when it puts its tentacles into the ground, and the third heavy tank bug can't be hit by a grenade at all. So, have dropped off the black box. We can go back to these yellow dots. These are the items that they called in earlier amongst all the chaos. This guy's a trident. He's trying to pick up ammo, but shouldn't because he has a laser weapon. I guess we can do the escorting now. Okay, we need to go left here because I'm sure they're going to want this sample.
Jumping!
There it is. They got their sample. Full spawn, so.
Dropping equipment.
Okay, we decided to ignore that patrol over there.
Jumping!
We do have the Rumbler as anti-tank, but again, it's dangerous. There's 4 people. You can't really cover a convoy with a Rumbler when it's being hit by a tank. It's very difficult. You'll probably end up killing the convoy. It's not very precise.
How do you feel like this? Reload delivered.
Reloading!
I still hear creatures like behind, like some of the bugs are behind.
Dropping equipment.
There's an Impaler behind us, but if we keep moving, we should be fine. Impalers don't move very fast. They can't charge. Impalers just use their tentacles to restrict movement. And there they are. Alright, my friend shot me, I think, there. Someone has to call him in because my reinforce is on cooldown. One of you two have to do it.
Request confirmed.
You guys have to like watch when players come into the game.
Request accepted.
So as you can see, we've been here for a long time and haven't really moved.
Equipment on its way.
Starting to talk to players now in the game because sometimes it's pretty painful to watch and to not move on with our lives
To the skies!
for so long. I'm gonna finally use the sniffer here. Hopefully they'll defuse while I search for them. Hopefully without killing themselves, but it does happen.
Request acknowledged.
Alien scumbag!
So it seems I had to defuse and find them myself. There is a tank bug there.
Supplies incoming.
We do have an exosuit that has 6 rockets left. I just called in my Avenger. So now tank bugs should be a bit easier. We do have to go down. Not sure what we're doing. Yep, that's the rumbler in action there.
Request confirmed.
It's
Acknowledged.
very dangerous with 4 people.
Get some!
I'm not sure what we're doing.
Jumping!
Do have to go down. I'm at the edge of the screen again, so I have to be careful of patrols like
Stand
popping
by.
up on me.
Equipment on its way.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
Extraction confirmed. Shuttle inbound. ETA T minus 1
Start
minute.
putting down some mines.
Deploying defense inbound. Supplies incoming. Equipment on its way. Equipment on its way.
Freedom never sleeps!
ETA T minus 1 minute.
Paying close attention to my mine cooldown so I can put more down. I want to make sure it's always on cooldown and maximize its effectiveness.
Defense drop incoming. Defensive stratagem incoming. 30 seconds.
It looks like you didn't even hit him.
Minus 10 seconds. ETA minus 5 seconds.
Careful with that flamethrower. Fire does hurt your friends.
Arriving.
Reload! To the skies! Jumping!
Defensive equipment inbound.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he jumped again. I think he must be fooling around. Another cool little tidbit is actually you can complete an arrow sequence before your stratagem is off cooldown. So if you have like 5 or even like 3 seconds left for a stratagem to come off of cooldown, you can actually complete the arrow sequence and just continue to hold your radio, and then as soon as that stratagem is off cooldown, a beacon will appear into your hand as soon as it's off cooldown. So you can actually complete the arrow sequence before the stratagem is off cooldown. And then as soon as that beacon's in your hand, you would just throw it. So you don't have to wait for it to be off cooldown to complete the arrow sequence. Now as soon as you let go of the radio, you're going to have to complete that arrow sequence again. So obviously don't do the arrow sequence and then wait like 70 seconds or whatever cooldown you're on while you're on the radio. That wouldn't make sense.
Those
I'm not sure if we're playing another one. We will see. I think I want to switch it up some. We had some difficulty with tank bugs. But I think I want to change it up. Maybe I'll do like a Scorcher or maybe like a Punisher for fun or something.
Crew to stations. I repeat, crew to stations.
Okay, so it's on hard, so I'm not doing Punisher, that's for sure. I'm going to need an anti-tank solution of some kind, so I could stay with the Avenger if I want to. I also saw that we had bug nests, so it makes me kind of think I should do like a recoilless rifle. I can kill the bug nests. We're going to be up against more like common enemies, like low, medium. So maybe like the suppressor, and then I already have a backpack item, so I'm going to need to maybe just to double down on anti-tank. I could bring a rail cannon strike. It has a 60-second cooldown, kills most things in one hit, except for the heavy tank bug. We're in desert, so I'm going to bring the MD99 auto injector, and that should complete my loadout. So the 2 ammo stratagems are needed for the suppressor. It can be very consuming with ammunition, especially if you shoot a lot, you know? So 2 ammo stratagems should be enough for me, and then maybe like one other player. But we'll see how much shooting I do. And then the recoilless rifle also I need to make sure I have ammo for. Okay, well,
Request
I'm going to get my
accepted.
recoilless rifle up as soon as possible.
Equipment on its
Look
way.
around for possible
One
spawn
incoming.
points from the patrols.
Equipment on its way. Supply incoming. Equipment on its way.
That guy's on the radio, he's not even paying attention.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
We have more patrols coming from the left side. Someone has to stay on top of patrols. I saw that one pod fall in the exosuit, now that person's sad. But we do have to actually move at some point here. I still kind of disagree with the Rumbler choice here. It can be used to kill bug nests as well, so there is like an added benefit to it. And we do happen to have a bug nest objective here. Not sure where he's going. So we do have to kill these. He should know to use his Rumbler. Or I guess...
Dropping equipment.
I'm not sure what we're doing. I don't know why he's not using his Rumbler. He's just standing there. He really should be using his Rumbler at this point. I'm not... Is he disconnecting? Maybe he's disconnecting. No, he's actually just standing there. Okay. So this is an unnecessary fight right here. We should actually be done by now.
Request acknowledged.
We should be moving on to the next objective, but clearly we're not. We can just take the Rumbler and kill all the bug nests with it. Now he's doing it. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Reload!
I don't know why he's not killing the bug. Like, okay. Use your rumbler and kill the bug nests.
On its way.
Just kill them with the rumbler that you have. The rumbler. Just use the rumbler. Telius? Rumbler? Rumbler the nest. Okay, I guess we'll just hellbomb it. So that was actually a waste of time. I was using the microphone there to talk to them.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
So either they don't understand me or I'm muted or something.
Defense drop incoming.
Keep the objective moving.
How do you like the taste of freedom?
I hear it running, the tank bug. I'm not sure what's happening right now. That's stupid. That was really dumb. I don't think the player has a lot of experience with the rumbler.
Request confirmed. Request accepted.
And it's also very dangerous with 4 players. I keep saying that over and over again, but it really is. What did we lose there? Like 2 lives, and was that person in an exosuit? I don't remember. I feel like we're losing a lot of lives and equipment. Okay. I'm gonna call an ammo ammo stratagem at the next objective.
Request acknowledged. Supplies incoming.
I don't know if he left anything behind there. I guess not. There's no equipment left behind, so we're okay. So we are in transit to the capture area here. I'm going to call in an ammunition
Dropping
stratagem.
equipment. Repeat. Dropping equipment.
I need ammo for my suppressor. And I am missing 1 rocket from my Recoilless.
Reload!
Okay. So now we actually need to just go back. But it looks like they also want to go for samples. Samples in a game that they can't really play well.
Acknowledged.
I shouldn't say that, like the difficulty. So they're actually taking somewhat of a risk doing a sample run in a difficulty that they're struggling in. You would probably want to do a sample run in a difficulty that you will have comfort in. So this extended stay on this mission could actually result in our demise.
Stand by. Equipment on its way.
I just have to try to not die. So we'll see if the greed pays off. I am going to follow them, but we are nowhere near where we are supposed to be right now. had to stay up there because the suppressor would end up incapacitating me up close.
Supplies incoming.
Seems they want to go for this last sample here. I'll just grab it for him so we can move on with the
Dropping
objectives.
equipment.
That guy threw an exosuit way down there. I don't know why. There we go. We can get in it.
Say hello to democracy!
We can just move on with the next objective here. That would be great. One guy's on his radio. Oh god.
Dropping equipment.
Just get me to the next objective. Okay. We have to go to the artillery, bottom left here. Yeah, this is me at the edge of the screen again, wanting to move on, but I'm impatient.
Jumping!
So I end up causing the alarm to go off there.
Engage!
Oh, here it is again.
Stop!
Very convenient to find one of the artillery shells on the way to the artillery.
To the skies!
Nice of the other player to get out of their suit to help out with the objective.
Calculate to take some freedom!
Okay. Now we extract. Or at least I assume we do.
Jumping!
Supplies incoming.
Jumping!
How do you feel like the taste of freedom?
Extraction confirmed. Shuttle inbound. ETA stand by. Equipment on its way. Equipment on its way. T-minus 1 minute.
Reload! Say hello to democracy!
Hey, you! Go there!
I think there was a patrol that set off an alarm at the top of the screen there that I didn't kill in time. Let's see.
Reload!
That one bug was trying to slap me with its giant claw.
Defensive equipment inbound.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
ETA T-minus 3 seconds.
Reload!
ETA T-minus 15 seconds.
lot of patrols. We should all be able to get in the shuttle. Okay. So, what did we learn from this recording? I remember seeing a lot of players dying from falling pods, specifically players that are joining the game or that are being reinforced. I think there were like one or two incidences. I think that were unfortunate. I don't think were necessarily purposeful, but where one pod would fall on top of an exosuit that was already called in moments earlier. So that was sad to see. I think I'm going to stop the recording here. But I do want to investigate that one guy who jumped on the other side of the shuttle when he could have just walked in. Extraction is important because it gives you a star if everyone does it, so...
I repeat, crew to stations.
Should I do one more? Maybe I will. I'll just do one more. I'll do one more. I want to change it up a bit. Let's do justice. Let's do backpack. And then let's do rail cannon strike. Or... we do have a lot of anti-tank, I've noticed. A lot of possible anti-tank. So what if I did like 2 mines? Is this ridiculous? 2 mines, ammo bag, justice rifle? I won't have much inventory to actually manage. I mean, it's just a backpack. No other weapon to really cycle through. I think one other player brought an eat stratagem, so I could carry one of those. And then 2 mines. 2 mines for a good defense. So I'll be focusing on killing units. The bulk of the units.
Dropping equipment.
Guess I can also carry a sniffer, since I have no other weapon. Bottom right are possible spawn points here. Bottom right.
Dropping equipment coming.
Okay. Oh, that's bad. So the unstoppable rounds were really putting some damage there. I guess we're going straight down first. It's not snow. I don't know why he said snow. The Justice can be slightly wild if you go full auto on it.
Engage! To the skies!
Dropping equipment.
So when you are shooting it, be sure to occasionally let go of the trigger, maybe every second or third shot. Okay. Wanted to be careful there not to hit my friends. Oh, that's close. Okay. I think we are trying to go after the assassination target, but now I'm not sure.
Equipment on its way.
Okay. Found the assassination target.
Reloading.
That rumbler shot was way off. But it seems like we got him. That rumbler shot was also not just off, but it was way scary. Can easily kill us. So the rumbler should be used here to kill the nests. Let's see if he does it. It looks like he's not doing it still. So I will call in a hell bomb then.
Equipment on its way.
It's much quicker to do it with the rumbler. I don't know why, again, he's not doing that. I told him over the microphone he could do it. So I think now we're going to struggle with this because he's choosing not to use the rumbler. And that guy kills the hell bomb with his laser gun, so we have to keep trying now. Guy's pretty insistent on not using his rumbler to kill bug nests.
Reloading. Watch out.
Alright, we're going to move on. There's mines here. Just have to be careful when you walk around them.
Engage.
Stand by.
Engage.
Equipment on its way. Equipment on its way.
The guy could kill both nests with his rumbler in like 3 or 4 seconds. Relatively quick.
Reload.
And he is not doing that.
To the sky. Watch out.
Okay. I will be following my team.
To the sky.
I want to get samples.
Jumping.
Dropping equipment.
Engage.
The things people do for a sample.
Request confirmed.
So now actually getting their stuff might be difficult. But we'll see how well they do. I'm going to sit way back because I don't trust any of them.
Can't jump. To the skies.
Dropping equipment.
Jumping.
Very close, very close. The alarm was almost sounded. Okay. That's a shame.
Freedom delivery. Let him have it.
Oh, it looks like no one else defused the other bomb yet. That's bad. You should try to take your time when you are defusing a bomb. You don't necessarily have to rush. I don't know if he had bugs on him or not, though. He could have had bugs on him. So maybe he had to work fast.
Equipment on its way. Extraction confirmed. Shuttle inbound. ETA T minus defense 1 drop incoming.
Let's get some mines down.
Equipment on its way. Incoming. Dropping equipment. Repeat. Dropping equipment.
I'm going to keep an eye on the cooldown of my mines so I can throw more if I want to.
Supplies incoming. ETA T minus 1 minute.
Yep.
I'm going to complete the arrow sequence before the cooldown is up. And then a beacon pops right into my hand.
Defensive equipment inbound. Defensive stratagem incoming. Defensive equipment
That was my
inbound.
fault entirely.
T minus 30 seconds.
Okay. Oh, it's another kill by the Rumbler.
Request acknowledged.
I don't have it.
T minus 15 seconds. T minus 10 seconds.
Someone else has to call him in. My reinforce is on cooldown.
Request confirmed.
Get some.
So we should all be able to get on the shuttle here, but I want to wait for this other guy.
Reload.
Oh, that was really unfortunate. I'm not even sure where that mine was. Was that mine in the bush? Maybe the mine was in a bush. Oh, that was terrible. I wanted to get away from the advancing enemies, so that if the mines did go off, then I wouldn't be killed. But it seems I stepped on a mine that may have been in that bush there. That tiny little green piece. That was unlucky. Well. Nothing I could do. Nothing I could see. Well, that was unfortunate. Unlucky. But, hopefully you got something out of this recording, and I'll see you guys in the next one. As depressing as this ending is.